I am a writer who would probably rather be a musician. Rather than talk to you, what I'd really love to do is like sing you a song, but believe me, you don't want to hear me sing you a song. But my writing is very much influenced by music. I think of language as being made up of its meaning and its music. What's the beat of this sentence? How does it move into the next sentence? And I have become aware that each of my books is based on a kind of music. What I was listening to as I wrote the book, my first novel, A Home at the End of the World, is really about rock and roll. It has a rock and roll rhythm, I like to think. The Hours, which was my biggest hit so far, was all the Brahms Requiem. Not just the sweep of the Brahms Requiem, but the feeling I get listening to it. And I'm not surprised that no one has ever come up to me and said The Hours was a fairly convincing novel based on the Brahms Requiem, but I know that to be true. And when people ask me who my influences were, I always have to say, well, Flaubert and Neil Young, Virginia Woolf and Joni Mitchell. I love so many French writers. Forgive me for being so unsubtle, but we have to start with Flaubert, with Madame Bovary, which in its way is the most important of all novels to me, because Flaubert, before Joyce, before Woolf, came along and insisted that he would write a novel which turned out to be a great novel, based on the most ordinary imaginable person, Emma Bovary, who, as you everyone must know, is pretty much without virtues. She's trivial and crass and sentimental and selfish, and she's not even a good mother. And yet Flaubert, by looking at her so closely, by never apologizing for her, by never trying to nicen her up. She doesn't rescue a child from drowning at the end. Oh, well, Emma wasn't so bad after all. He makes her what she is today, of course, a great figure in literature, and by so doing, gave the rest of the world to know forever that if Emma Bovary can be at the center of a great book, then anybody can. There's not anyone alive on the face of the planet who, if looked at by a genius like Flaubert, could not be the subject of a great novel. And that really changed the picture. Suddenly the gates of literature swung wide, wide open. And thank you, Gustave Flaubert, for that.